Hello, Hoover Band family. My name's Brian Motter, and I'm the president of the Boosters Association this year.
I'm Mindé Briscoe. I am your uniform chairperson.
Yeah, and we're in front of the main entrance to the school this week because it's the start of school. Freedom is over. We're back to the grind of regular work and school and tests and all that, so we thought this would be a good spot to record this week. So we got a lot to talk about, as always, so let's get right to it. First up is chaperones. You heard from the Cardins last week about chaperone training. Well, that's this week on Tuesday, August 5th at 6 p.m. in the band room. You might be thinking, now I've heard of something else going on that day, and that is true. We have senior skit night and watermelons that night as well, but that's more like at 8 o'clock. And the training's not gonna be anything longer than an hour, so you won't miss any of the silliness and fun and games that's going on with senior skit night and watermelons. So come on, do the chaperones training, even if you've done it before maybe. Find out what else we got going on, meet the new chaperones, maybe even scare them with some horror stories,
There's
real
no
or imagined.
Stories.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to be a chaperone. It's one of the best ways to get to know our kids and get to spend time with them and make new friends for you. Not only is Thursday the first day of school, it's also our band picture day for the yearbook. As I said, I'm Mindé Briscoe and I'm your uniform chairperson. Now the kids have another name for me and for my crew. They call us the uniform moms. And we've been working since May to get ready for picture day. For you, all your kid is going to need to do is to bring their black athletic shorts and their tall black socks and wear a t-shirt. We won't have our black band shirts yet, so any t-shirt will do. It's going to be under their jacket. And we will put them where they need to be for our band yearbook pictures. We also have individual pictures though, and those are actually optional. Now you're going to want to talk to your student if you think you want them to take an individual picture and make sure they hop in that line. Time Capsule Images or TCI Photography does a great job for us, and they provide us with all kinds of things that you can order, like these buttons so you can represent at the football games or anytime you're out with the band. You might want to get those. But if you do, make sure you talk to your student and tell them to hop in that individual picture line Thursday afternoon.
Excellent. All right, so next up on the list, it is a little bit later next week, is on August 11th, we're starting our first ever fundraiser for the year. It's going to be a BBQ Sale, and it's going to run until the 21st, and we'll do our first deliveries on the 28th, just in time for Labor Day. This year we are selling Boston butts and ribs in time for Labor Day, and we're doing something new. We are also selling hams and turkeys, and they will be delivered in time for Thanksgiving. So you can order everything right now up front, and then we will do 2 different deliveries for you right there in the front, in front of the band room, in that hallway, the trophy area. We'll have the ability to deliver those meats to you.
I am so excited that we're having the ribs again. We ordered those for the first time last year, and they are really, really good. Everything that we are selling frees as well. So I know I am absolutely serving ham on Christmas Day. It'll come at Thanksgiving, and I'm going to pop it in the freezer. They come out great. You said the ribs freeze really well.
Yep,
we did that last year. The Boston butts freeze and can be reheated. So we have something coming up we call Bandtober. The month of October gets really busy for band students, and it's nice to have some easy go-to meals in your freezer for that time. But the barbecue is great, and I'm really excited about the turkeys and the hams.
Right, and that's going to start the 11th, so be ready, looking out for that. We'll be talking about it more next week as well. All right, so next up is volunteers, and you've heard us talking about BOOSTERHUB for a few weeks now, and it's a good thing that you've already gotten signed up in BOOSTERHUB like we asked, and got the calendar added to your phone, because now we're asking you to go back into BOOSTERHUB, go right back into that calendar and select the games that you want to sign up for concessions for. The new opportunities for volunteer hit the BOOSTERHUB, I think, today.
So I think some of them are already live.
All right, so if you rush out to BOOSTERHUB right now and get signed up, you can have your pick of the places that you want to do concession volunteers. Now, if you're in the opt-in program, you need to remember that you need to do 3 shifts per kid to qualify for that opt-in program in concessions. So get in there immediately, quickly as you can, get signed up for that so you get the spots you want.
If you don't have a full Friday night free, you can work some of the Mondays and Thursdays. Those are considered half shifts, so you have to do a little more, but the time commitment's a lot shorter. And all of it's super important to our band family. Our concessions is every year our single largest fundraiser. It's where the most of our income comes from to support our students. So even if you're not opting in, but you're able to work a shift in concessions throughout the season, it's a huge help. It really, we could not be what we are as the Hoover Band without our friends and family who support us by working our concession shifts.
Right. Even if you're not an opt-in, chances are your kid might be part of competition band. How are they getting to the competitions, right? We have to do the charter buses and the equipment trucks and all of that. That is the reason we're doing all of this. And if you haven't done it yet, you have to get your food handler certification. Oh. And it sounds very scary, but it's really, really not.
It's super easy. It's about a 5-minute video that you watch. Brian will share a link to it when it comes live.
Yep.
And it really is super easy. You sit through the video, you answer some questions, and they will email you your certificate, and you just keep it on your phone throughout the next 2 years. You only have to do it once for every 2 years of service you do with food handling with the band. Super easy. Don't let that intimidate you.
Pretty much the hardest part is typing in your email address right. So it's a piece of cake, nothing to it. And while we're talking about Booster Hub and volunteering, in a couple weeks, on August 16th, that's a Saturday, it's going to be the best thing ever. We're doing Met Move-In Day.
Yay!
Somehow, magically, the concession stands and the kitchen areas and the walk-in refrigerators get cleaned every year. No, it's not magic.
It's us.
It's us. We do that too. We clean all that stuff up every year. We're not the only group that uses the Met concession facilities, but we feel like it's a good time of year to clean it all up, have it ready to go so it's nice and clean for people to buy their chips and hamburgers and everything for us on Friday nights.
And I know you're thinking, that's not how I want to spend a Saturday, but many hands make a light load, and it turns out that Met Move-In Day is a lot of fun. Our chairperson of concessions will cook us all lunch that day when we're done, and it's kind of like a big band family party.
Yeah, sure is. All right, so that's really all we wanted to tell you about this week, but we got one more thing that we have to tell you about, and that is the carpool line that inevitably forms right there in front of the band room. We can't have that, is the very short version of this. The slightly longer version is that there's a handicap ramp there that we use. We have kids that need to use that. We have percussion folks rolling instruments up and down that ramp all the time, and if you're there blocking it, they can't get out, they can't get in. And there's also at drop-off time or pickup time, there's like 350 bodies moving around, exiting the band room with brand new driver's licenses in cars that have been pulled in and trying to back out. And now we've got a bunch of parents pulled in there as well. It's really chaos going on in there. And I don't really want to be part of that. And we found that it's much easier to park in another lot around this massive parking lot and just shoot a quick text to our kids to say, hey, we're over by the big tree or something like that. Mm-hmm. And they come and find us, and then you have a straight shot out. Easy way to get out of there. It's
not only easier, it is required of our band family that you not try and form a carpool line in our green lot. You can park here in the U around the school. My favorite spot's right over here by one of these trees. Yep. It has afternoon shade, so when you're picking your kid up at 5:15 or 6:30, you can park there and be in the shade and not roast in your car. And it's an easy shot to get back out of the school. You're not having to wait for other cars to pull out. So that's my favorite spot. Yeah. Now everybody's going to fight over that one.
Right.
You do also need to remember that all Alabama state laws for driving, for parking, apply in this lot. So you cannot create a parking place next to a curb and block the lot. No one should be in the green lot there in front of the band room parked in a non-parking spot.
That's right. And then later on, in a few weeks, when football games start, we're going to have gobs of buses and equipment trucks coming in after the game with a bunch of tired parents and tired kids. And we are going to expect to be able to pull the buses in here to drop all those kids off. And if you're sitting there parked, you're likely going to have a less than enthusiastic booster parent coming by asking you to hopefully politely move your car.
And we're going to be a little nicer about it than many tired band directors who've been here since 7 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
So really just don't park along a curb, don't park or form a carpool line in front of the band room. You need to find an actual parking spot here in the U, up at the front of the school, or over, did you say that's the purple lot?
That's the purple lot over there,
Right.
yeah, and the yellow lot is in front of the PAC. Either one of those are great places to park, certainly better than the green area.
It'll keep everybody safe and help us all get out of here a lot faster on late Friday nights.
You bet. Well, that's it. That's all we had to tell you about this week. Thank you so much for watching. You got anything else?
Have a great first day of school.
All right.
Get those pictures of the kids in the morning.
And be natural, never be flat, and I will see you really soon. Thanks a lot.